Ashley, and I'll be playing Lenny.
I'm Miss Anna, and I'll be playing Babe. Lenny, what's wrong? What's the matter?
It's Meg. I could just bring her neck. I could just wring it.
What'd she do?
She lied. She sat in that hospital room and shamelessly lied to old Granddaddy. She went on and on telling such untrue stories and lies.
Well, what did she say?
Well, for one thing, she said she was going to have an RCA record coming out with a picture on the cover eating pineapples in her palm tree.
Well, maybe she is. Don't you think she really is?
Babe, she sat here this very afternoon and told me how all that she's done this whole year is work as a clerk at a dog food company.
I'm disappointed.
And then she goes on to say that she'll be appearing on the Johnny Carson show in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time! Wait, old Granddaddy's got a TV set right in his room. Imagine what a letdown it's going to be.
Come on, where's the name?
Oh, and she told him the reason she didn't come home Christmas was that she was right in the middle of making a huge, multi-million-dollar motion picture and was just under too much pressure.
My word.
The movie's coming out this spring. It's called Singing in a Shoe Factory. She's only got a small leading role, not a large leading role.
For heaven's sake.
I'm sizzling. I just can't help it. I'm sizzling.
Sometimes Meg does these strange things.
Who ate this candy?
Meg.
My one birthday present. Look what she does. She's taken one little bite out of each piece and put it back in. It's just like her. It's just like her.
Lenny, please.
I can't help it. It gets me mad. It gets me upset. Why, Meg's always run wild. She started smoking and drinking when she was just 14 years old. She never made good grades, never made her own bed. Why, you remember, oh, how she always got to wear 12 jingle bells on her petticoats, and we were only allowed 3 apiece? Why? Why should old grandmama let her sew 12 golden jingle bells on her petticoats, and us only 3?
I don't know, maybe she didn't jingle that much.
I can't help it. It gets me mad. I resent it. I do.
Don't resent Meg. Things have been hard for Meg. After all, she was the one who found Mama.
Oh, I know she's the one who found Mama, but it's always been the excuse.
Well, I tell you what, after that happened, Meg started doing all sorts of strange things.
She did? Like what?
Things I've never wanted to tell you about.
What sort of things?
Well, for instance, back when we used to go to the library, Meg spent all her time looking at this old black book, Disease of the Skin. It was full of the most sickening pictures you've ever seen. Stuff like rotting away noses, eyeballs popping out and dripping on the sides of people's faces, scabs and sores, and eating away all parts of the people's bodies.
Babe, please, that's enough.
Anyway, she spent hours and hours just forcing herself to look through this book. Why, it was the same way she forced herself to look at the poster of the crippled children stuck up on the window of Dixieland drugs. You know, the one they want you to give a dime. She'd stand there and stare at their eyes and the little crippled up legs. Then she'd purposely go and spend her dime on her double scoop ice cream cone and eat it all down. Then she'd say to me, "See, I can stand it. I can stand it. Just look, I'm going to be able to stand it."
Goodness mercy. Well, I suppose you'd have to be a pretty hard person to be able to do what she did to Doc Porter.
It's not her fault the hurricane wiped Galaxy away. I never understood why everybody was blaming that on Meg. It wasn't her fault.
Well, Meg did refuse to evacuate. Jim Craig and some of Doc's other friends were all down there trying to get everyone to evacuate. Meg refused. She wanted to stay on because she thought a hurricane would be, oh, I don't know, a lot of fun. And then everyone says she baited Doc into staying with her. She said she'd marry him if he'd stay.
Well, he had a mind of his own. He could have gone.
But he didn't, because he loved her. And then, after the roof caved and they got Doc to the high school gym, Meg just left. She left him there to leave for California. Because of her career, she says. I think it was a shameful thing to do. It took almost a year for Doc's leg to heal, and after that, he gave up on his medical career altogether. He said he was tired of hospitals. It's such a sad thing. Everyone always knew he was going to be a doctor. We called him Doc for years.
I don't know. I guess. I don't have a name. I just don't know. Gosh, I look tired.
I feel tired. And soon.